J-Dog subbing in. Looks like they have a little bit of wire problems. But once again, AoS and Dexter. AoS and Dexter are probably not a matchup that we've seen too often. I feel like these two are relatively on the other side of the bracket most of the time. Or just, you know, we typically have, you know, a Dexter upset every so often. Or AoS not. AoS hasn't been too in attendance too much. Meanwhile, yeah, we just don't see these two play as often as, you know, we would see AoS or Pink. Or, you know, of course, the classic ZD Dexter. Just, what was that? Dexter waiting there, waiting for AoS to pull an option and rolling in and immediately F-smashing it.
All right. What's up, guys? What's up, chat? And what's up, Nick? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Decided not to enter today to take it easy a little bit. But this is, I'm not going to say it's uncharacteristic of AoS, because he's a fast player. This is, we do see a lot of these option type like things from him, but it's not, this is uncharacteristic not working. And I mentioned that we haven't seen Dexter AoS in a little bit, and I think that Dexter's playstyle in general just counteracts all the fast movement options AoS always tries to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I was thinking too. I've been playing against AoS for a pretty long time. I played against him in Smash 4 at some UMD locals, and back then, he actually played pretty much the same way as he does now. It's just Ultimate Engine helps him a bit better, and his decision-making has gotten a bit better too. The thing is, when you play aggressive against Dexter, it's like running into a brick wall. Sometimes the brick wall will have some cracks in it, just like that. Beautiful option coverage right there by AoS. But the thing is, you can crack away at that brick wall, but it won't be going anywhere. And Dexter, one of the most consistent players in the region for a reason.
Yeah. And right now, you mentioned it, like trying to run against a brick wall. AoS is barely tacking on in damage right now, especially with the fact that Dexter has this lead. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, he knew the DI out there. That was the classic skill check. Pretty much everyone knows, like, if you hold in, you die.
Yeah, and AoS goes to that all the time, too.
And he gets it a lot, too. You miss all the shots you don't take, so sometimes you just got to, you know, check your opponent like that. But AoS, though, is starting to get some momentum, and AoS with momentum is the most dangerous player in the region, but Dexter gets the dash attack, puts a kibosh to that, but still going to be staying alive for now.
Yeah, right now, it's really not a lot of things won't kill from Wolf. Actually, you know what? I would say F-tilt, but high percent F-tilt still can connect.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a bit wonky, but
the up-tilt does.
You can't screw up a one-hit move with that up-tilt.
Yeah. The pseudo snake up-tilt coming out of frame slower, not at all being into it close as good.
Oh, yeah. Like, the hitbox on that is... I mean, it's weird for me to say, like, one of Wolf's hitboxes is normal, but in context next to, what's it called? Next to Snake's up tilt? Yeah, I would call that normal.
Yeah. I wonder what... Both these players aren't particularly counterpick characters, you know. At most, we'll see a small battlefield switch. Dexter... I don't know, I feel like Dexter can counterplay on any stage. I feel like we have the familiarity that... You have the familiarity Dexter has. He doesn't really need a stage pick. He just needs a mental or playstyle change.
Yeah, and let's see how that playstyle change pans out. Because as far as I've known, AoS, he tends to only have about one playstyle. Sometimes layers have one playstyle, and that's what makes him so dangerous. But yeah, forward air to back air, beautiful pickup right there from Dex, and he's going to take away that stock clean.
Yeah, definitely not what you're looking for if you're AoS, especially if you wanted to pick a bigger stage in form of Battlefield and it died that early. It's not a good sign, to say the least.
Yeah. All right, but still playing with a lot of momentum, dancing around Dexter's shield very well and getting those grabs in there, which I also love. When a ZSS can get her grabs off, that's when she's most dangerous as a character, and that's when, especially at those low to mid percent, you open up for those earlier kills. But now Dexter's starting to get to those redder and redder numbers, 96% on him, so the more he stays alive, the more icing on the cake, and also the more rage he has. So now ZSS is liable to explode, but AoS stops all of that momentum just like that.
Yeah, fair connecting fully for once. Definitely not a move you see too common. You only see like fair one or fair two connect at a time. Never both, but hey, sometimes that's all you need. Just a little bit of luck and not to get hit by back airs.
Yeah. I feel like fair connects decently when like ZSS doesn't have a lot of rage, but when she has like above 100, and especially if the opponent's like above 50 or 60, forget about it. Just count on fair one.
I think it also helps that a lot of time when people go for both hits to fair, they're never going forward, and you kind of need to go forward for both those hits to connect.
Yeah.
And it helped that time. AoS was definitely pushing forward to get that kill. But
what he does best.
Pushing forward, looks like that's what he's doing right now, and it's definitely working out as, hey, Dexter's at 96% on this second stock.
Ooh.
Considering AoS lost his both his pretty early compared to Dexter.
Oh, Battlefield, smash Ultimate's platform movement. Missed the buffer on that too. Unfortunate, because that should have been a stock. And now look at all this damage that you're taking. Going to get the berry again, and yeah, more than enough time to hit that up B.
Yeah, 167%, slightly out of DI range, just slightly.
Just slightly. And maybe just a little bit out of mash range too.
Yeah, and right now, okay, we're going to see a lot of this. So if we saw another back air kill to take, all three would have been back air kills. Well, it still can be, but
that tracks for Wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, that back air is no joke. AoS, though, gets the nair into a little bit of forward air. Let's see what else you can pull off, because we saw a lot of grabs early on in the game. Maybe Dexter might have caught on to that, but nope, not quite. The grab will still be an option, and that DI check has been failed. Still alive, though, and fighting away from the ledge aggressively.
I think another good use of the fact that the Battlefield platform exists is that AoS is catching a lot of Dexter's options to recover two set ledges.
Nice.
So that doesn't kill. No, not like it's strong. That move definitely does not kill at that point.
Yeah. Oh, almost didn't reflect on the paralyzer. And, oh, just like that, AoS sneaks that game away with the down smash and up B. Been seeing it for years, and we're going to be seeing it for a few more.
Yeah, slight change of pace is all he needed right there.
Mm-hmm.
Started a little bit hot, started to slow it down a little bit. And that's, hey, against Dexter, it's kind of what you need to do.
Yeah. I've been starting to think about this game as kind of like those volleyball fans or Haikyuu fans, like, you know, tempo 1, tempo 2, tempo 3. Like, if you go tempo 1, you're going like at your base tempo the entire time. AoS's tempo 1 is like second to none in the region. He's very good at just going for it and just playing at that pace. When he goes tempo 2 or tempo 3, sometimes it's a bit like shakier, but it's still strong enough to get the job done in those situations. Like in that game number 2 there, we saw a lot more grabs, and that's what pretty much what netted him the game. Opened up a lot of opportunities for him. Yeah. So it's game number 3 right here. Let's see what we got, because right now Dexter already off stage, hitting those techs though, and that's going to be the thing that's keeping him alive and keeping him relatively healthy, only at 34% right now.
Yeah, and this stage is the same size like small Battlefield, just minus, you know, the 2 platforms, you get 1 plat. And it could definitely work well for both characters. Of course, center stage control is very important on this stage, but it seems a little bit odd giving up it. That was a risky fair coming out from AoS.
Hey, if it works though, if it works. Yep, a great 2-frame, and yep, traveling with him all the whole way through. Neutral air dodge coming through from Dexter. Wolf's fall speed is fast, but ZSS is, I mean, looks like it tracked just as well.
Yeah, and that was another situation.
Get kicked.
That was another situation on that first on that AoS kill. Damned if you do, damned if you don't with that air dodge.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there though, that was just AoS falling right into that back air, unable to do anything.
Oh, and right now, yeah, Dex is just slicing AoS up. AoS fighting back, but Dexter, I mean, every time he gets comboed, he comes back a little 3-piece and, you know, pretty much gives AoS all that damage back and then some. And the last, or that second stop is going to be dropping as we go to the dive to heart version right now. Let's see what we got happening, because AoS already going for the jugular with that back throw into forward air, trying to get something sneaky in there. And I think that might be signs of desperation.
Yeah. What do you think of the coloring on this stage? I've heard very mixed things about it.
I mean, I'm pretty neutral on all of them personally. Like, I feel like I can still see everyone well enough as long as they're not wearing the black outfits, which both of them are. So this gets a little tricky when they're on the corners.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan. I like the coloring of. I like the coloring of it. I don't like the big light flash. You know, I can live without that when it changes. I also don't like how it's translucent on the bottom when you go to like the edges and stuff.
Fair. Yeah, I kind of dig it. I think it's a cool effect, but I can see why it'd be an issue.
But right now, trying to flip kick on the other side of the stage and getting punished for it, because that move surprisingly has lag. Not a lot of it, but it has lag.
Big if true.
Like Rob.
I don't believe that for a second. But what I can believe is that if AoS hits this edge guard, I mean, he still has some combos and strings to get the stock away, but
Yeah, side B. Gonna take it there.
Yeah. Surprised that killed right there in that situation.
Don't we think exactly Dexter was 100% prepared for it?
Yeah.
Definitely could have been a contributing factor. And now we see AoS switching to another tempo switch. Definitely not, as slow as he was playing it in the Battlefield game, but using projectiles. So definitely slowing it a bit more.
Don't jump.
Yeah, you can't do anything there. You can't land, really.
As soon as I saw that first up tilt come out, I was like, AoS, if you jump again, you're dead.
Yeah.
Exactly what comes into fruition right there. You cannot give Dexter any room to get his game plan going. And you sure as hell can't land on him either.
I cannot. And we are in the best of 5 right now, as we are doing top 6 for at least for another week, I would say, guess.
Is it part of the Hazards On?
I don't know if it's part of the Hazards On thing. I think Ralph would said we probably have enough people that we're not going too late. I don't think he gave a time frame of when we're stopping this. So I'd imagine it'd probably be around the time we stop with Hazards, but wouldn't surprise me if they're like, okay, we're starting to take a little too long. Let's go back.
I mean, that's fair. Like, it's been running pretty fast. Like last week, I think we got out before 11 or something ridiculous like that. So
yeah, we got out pretty early last week.
Yeah. So if Raffle can keep that speed going, hey, we can run best of 5 all we want. As long as I'm out like before 2 a.m., we out. We good.
Imagine the locals like the Japanese tournaments that ran best of 5 the whole time.
Hey, they're built different out there.
That's wild. I would not even be able to imagine having to start with best of 5 situations.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Just like exhausting or it'll also be exhausting for AoS to chip away at this lead that Dexter has built up. I mean, already at 100%, and well, it could be some light work. I thought we were going to see a 2-frame attempt on the flip kick, but instead just opting to regain that stage control, get that Paralyzer out, and Paralyzer's been coming out a lot since game number 2.
Yeah, it's definitely been. It's not like I wouldn't say it's working, but it's not hurting AoS.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
Like, even when the reflector came out, he's doing it at such an angle where ZSS's landing squat. Oh, great coverage right there by Dex. Yeah, ZSS's landing squat is a little bit too low.
Yeah, and even then, he's doing it far enough, too, that if reflect hits, and he is, like, within a range, or not, like, ooh.
This is going to hurt. Yeah, that's going to hurt a bit.
That was just a great roar coming out. Oh, they get that bear off that up air. And, almost hitting AoS.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Dexter makes this recovery. Smart for him to go high. And if that privilege didn't come through with that flip kick, that could have been it. But good D on the plasma whip. What's this recovery going to be? If Dex was a real one, he would have went out. He would have went out and just killed AoS right there.
Oh, no, the invincibility on the flip kick.
True. Yeah.
Definitely went out of it, but
ZSS was a bit low for the flip kick there. She would have had to jump first.
Yeah, I wonder if...
Doesn't matter. He got the kill anyway. Like, he's already eating good. I just wanted a buffet for my mans.
Yeah. Yeah, up throw is not going to kill. High ceiling, Wolf isn't that light. Mixed into the fact that no rage.
Oh, good coverage. I think the jump's been eaten. Okay, jumps was still there.
And this is looking worse and worse every second for AoS, especially as he starts eating more and more damage. And up throw not killing.
Not on town.
Yeah, that move on town does not exist, really.
Unless you're on a platform or, like, you condition a different DI, which I don't even know which conditioning options she has off throw.
Yeah, that back air hit, he was dead.
Nice. Okay, Dexter just standing tall center stage, not letting AoS get away with anything. And knowing not to jump.
There we go.
Yeah, when you don't jump, the up throw becomes more of an option.
3rd time's the charm.
Yep.
And here's another problem we're at now. We're suffering. Well, AoS is going to be suffering to try to.
It was almost Tuesday. It was almost Tuesday.
Don't know if he even would have been able to grab that ledge. He looked like he was coming at an angle.
Yeah.
I think AoS saved it.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Whenever Dexter SDs, it's just another Tuesday, man.
Yeah. But also, why do all like the spaces have like a late dash attack that combos into stuff? Privilege.
All right. But right now, Dexter looking to. I got juke too. I thought he was about to dash attack that, but up tilt on the table. I mean, ZSSs do love to jump. It's one of our fastest ways to get out of a situation. So when you have a move to cover that, why not expand upon that, and why not capitalize on all of that, take it to the bank, and get into winners finals easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah. Anyways, I think I'll be hanging off the logic, so that's going to be all from me. Follow me right there. I am indeed a funny Twitter person at this point, I think. I just added tips on them. I didn't realize I could do that.
On Twitter?
On Twitter, you can like have like a tip thing.
Did they fix it so like you weren't getting doxxed anymore? Because I remember like
Is that maybe I should relook at that now.
before like there was a while back where like if you did a tip, like you would see the person's like mailing address or billing address. Or
I haven't done anything to that related to that. I just have it text in my